Hello team. Today we're going to explore unit 3 of our lessons, and this lesson basically, or this unit is going to cover the safe, healthy, legal, and ethical use of technology for us and our learners. As educators, we are the responsible ones for promoting safe environments and ethical behaviors, especially with the information that we access, research, or share, as well as the information that our learners access, research, or share. This is so that our learners will have a clear understanding of how certain practices can be safe and ethical, and certain practices can also be unsafe and unethical. Basically, we become pretty routine at the beginning of the semester, covering the syllabus with our learners, or either requiring them to read and quiz them on the details of our syllabi to make sure they have an understanding of everything that is required of them. Unfortunately, this process doesn't always guarantee students fully understand how to display ethical behaviors when they're utilizing technology and engaging in the online platform or in learning environments or social media. Our institution has begun in the last year implementing an academic integrity module in the general courses, which basically requires students to complete this module and quiz on it before they can actually begin a course that they're enrolled in. This module will eventually be distributed and required for all of our courses, but for right now it started with the general courses. Still on top of that, preparing our learners to engage safely and ethically with others, whether that's online, on social media, on their personal accounts, or even in-class discussion, is still going to have to go beyond that academic integrity module. And this is so that we will be able to strategize and implement processes that will kind of educate and prepare our learners on how they can themselves determine and be responsible for their own behaviors and engagements, that they're ensuring that they engage safely, healthily, legally, and ethically. And then on the reverse side of that, being able to explain to them what some of the consequences and results could be if their actions are not safe, not healthy, not legal, not ethical. So we have to model ourselves in this manner, teaching our learners how to be responsible, again, for their own behaviors and interactions online, and the communications that they utilize with different uses of technology and technology platforms. Most learners are already familiar with how to conduct and engage themselves in a safe and healthy environment, but not all learners are going to understand how information they access or share can be utilized or viewed as illegal or unethical, and what some of the consequences can be when that happens. So first of all, we're going to start off by looking at some of the safe and healthy, and then we'll jump to some of the legal and ethical things that we should be sharing with our students. So the first thing that could be considered under the safe and healthy category, and these again are covered more in detail on the ISTE standards webpage. So the first one, we should teach our users that they should always take care of the technology equipment and devices, especially when it comes to downloading and clicking and sharing on things that they're not sure if it's safe, to prevent viruses and other unsafe activity on the devices. A second thing would be accessing safe sites, whether it's for learning and research or other purposes. Certain websites, students don't understand that it can have inaccurate or false information, so they always want to be able to determine if the information that they're accessing is reliable or not. Users should also be trained to help prevent cyberbullying, not engage in cyberbullying, and also to report cyberbullying if they think or know that that is happening to someone. Self-image is another important factor. Advising our learners that what they post and share is forever, and when they post and share things, they may think, well, I'm not going to finish school till another couple of years, so it's not important who sees it. I'll delete it long before I'm going to apply for a job. So just making them understand that anybody can retrieve any post that you've shared or any personal things that you've shared at any time, even if you've deleted it, basically understanding that posts are forever. So again, they want to think about their future or future employers when they're engaging online and the things that they're posting and sharing. As far as the legal and ethical side go, definitely going over academic integrity and things like the copyright laws and Fair Use Act, and citing sources when they're accessing other authors or sources of information digitally. Teach the learners that it is illegal and unethical to copy or use another person's information without citing the source and giving credit to those sources. Explain to the learners that it's never okay to not credit the original source, even the digital sources, that we have to always credit sources, otherwise can be looked at as plagiarism or abusing the copyright laws. Making use of netiquette is another ethical practice. We should teach the learners the difference between poor netiquette as well as good netiquette, so that when engaging in online communication, they understand about unsolicited emails and other discussions and online forums, to use good netiquette versus poor netiquette. A very useful concept also for educators is to create assignments or projects after we've kind of went through this with our students that will cause them to have to engage and provide feedback and complete assignments, so that way they can have the practice of using the safe, healthy, legal, and ethical use of technology in the right manner. So again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, or again, look at the IST standards under the safe, healthy, legal, and ethical side of things to get more strategies or processes to help you implement these type of things in teaching your students about safe and healthy environments.